Once the character rights are fully back at Marvel Studios and Disney, will Daredevil become part of the main MCU continuity and be used by Kevin Feige in upcoming projects? That's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. So before we get into this video, thank you to the CBC members over on the members community tab for suggesting this for a Q&A video, so let's get into it. So most of you are probably very well aware that Daredevil's rights in live action revert back to Marvel this year. By the end of December, the character will be back in Marvel Studios' hands, and they can use him again in live action. Now, of course, there was contractual things that prevented the Marvel film side, aka Marvel Studios proper, to be able to use the character because of Netflix's licensing deals and the contracts they worked out with Disney and ABC. Now, of course, in recent months, we've had plenty of chatter about the future of these characters from inside sources and scoopers saying that it could and probably will happen, to actors involved with the series such as Daredevil himself, Charlie Cox, literally saying, I think they're gonna reboot it and I'm not coming back. So I guess it's just a matter of waiting to hear what happens. So let's be very clear about something. Daredevil, the Netflix side of things, such as Punisher, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and even the ABC shows, and of course the likes of Runaways and Cloak and Dagger, Kevin Feige, the man running Marvel Studios, was not involved with any of that. And as far as we know, if it's not directly hands-on with him, he doesn't really want to acknowledge it. Now, this is where Daredevil, I think, is the most interesting one, because Daredevil is the most well-received, followed by, I would argue, the Punisher. So when the time is up and they're allowed to use these characters, will they? And a part of me is saying yes, we will see this character again. Daredevil will become part of the MCU. Now, here's where I come at it with the caveat of here's what you don't want to hear, and they're not bringing everything in. I believe they will use Charlie Cox, and I believe they might use Vince D'Onofrio as Kingpin if they have any ideas for what to do with the character. But I don't think anybody else comes back, and I don't think we get more of a series. I don't think we get another season, and I don't think we get another reboot or rebranding to continue down this road. I think Charlie Cox will be back as Daredevil in special appearances in other TV shows, such as Moon Knight, possibly Blade, and who knows what else they're developing for the darker side of Marvel for Disney+. Now, of course, this would be a sort of reboot, but you don't really have to play it up as that. He can acknowledge that he's been Daredevil for a while, mention a few things, have a back history that he talks to somebody like Spectre about, or even Blade, but he doesn't necessarily have to bring everything along with him, and you can sort of drop some hints to what happened to his world and what he's done and Bullseye and all that, but that's about it. And again, I think they treat this sort of like they treated Black Panther and Spider-Man in Civil War. You add them in for a somewhat of a extended role, all things considered, and you see the response. And then if it works, you can roll them into something else. And I think this is exactly how they're going to proceed with it, because again, Kevin Feige wasn't directly involved, and you damn well know that if they reboot Daredevil in the next couple of years and Charlie Cox doesn't come back, there will be fan outrage, and that would honestly just be a slap in the face of all the people that absolutely love that show, the people that want to continue, watching those adventures, and the people that really think that that's one of the best things Marvel has produced in live action, such as me. So to answer the question, will Daredevil become part of the MCU? Yes, but it's not going to be the same Daredevil you know.